consisting of Uday Singh, Priyanka, Aditya were runners-up at the UPS Mediation Challenge. The team consisting of Archita, Radhika, Yashasvi were winners of NUJS Mediation Tournament. The team consisting of Shravani and Nikita were the winners of NUJS IMW Mediation Essay Writing Competition. The team consisting of Shravani, Pooja, Tarani won gold medal as a mediation advocate at the International Mediation Singapore competition by Singapore International Mediation Institute. The team consisting of Nishtha, Archit were winners of mediation arbitration segment of 3rd Amity ADR tournament. The team consisting of Isha, Murthy, Yashasvi were overall winners of NLIU INADR International Law School Mediation Tournament. The team consisting of Achman, Isha, and Murthy were at just second runners-up, ranked 3rd internationally in the negotiation challenge of EADA Business School, Barcelona. The team consisting of Pratik, Saksham, and Suneha were octa finalists at the ICC Paris Mediation Competition. Roshni emerged as gold medalist at the 2nd International Mediation Singapore competition organized by Singapore International Mediation Institute. Anu Sagar won at the RMNLU mediation competition. The team consisting of Pooja, Predna, Uday Singh, Harshvardhan were ranked 6th out of 48 teams at ICC International Commercial Mediation Competition, Paris. Team consisting of Janvi, Manjari, Ritvik, and Unnayan were highest ranking team in Frankfurt Investment Arbitration Moot, India rounds. Team consisting of Ajit, Shanthan, Kushi, and Uday Singh were the winners of NLS Tri-Legal International Arbitration Moot competition. Himanshu, Prisha, Umang, and Mehta were ranked 6th worldwide and got honorable mention for the best respondent memo in 17 C. William East International Commercial Arbitration Moot, Hong Kong. Nalsar students were winners of national rounds of Philip C. Jessup International Law Moot Competition 2020. Team consisting of Achman, Nirupan, Abhishek, and Hamir Singh secured 3rd position in the global rounds of International Trademark Moot Association. Today we are releasing 8 university journals. In the end, let me give my parting message to the graduating students. My dear Nalsarites, I am aware that you do have sound knowledge, talent, wisdom, and necessary skills, and don't need any sermon from me. But as your teacher, I must still do my duty. Frederick W. Robertson had said, and I quote, "Instruction ends in the classroom, but education ends only with life." Unquote. Education is not one-time affair. Each one of you must embrace the doctrine of learn, unlearn, and relearn. You have, during your stay at Nalsar, acquired lot of information. You have deepened your knowledge and gained new sights, but then poet T.S. Eliot had said, and I quote, "Where is wisdom? We have lost in knowledge. Where is knowledge? We have lost information." Unquote. I want you to widen your perspective and acquaint yourself with the rich cultural legacy you have inherited. The Vedic sages have said, "Sa vidyaya vimukte," true education emancipates. As you step out into the bigger world, take an oath to work for the good of the society and the country. Education is not only for employment. It is meant to empower, enlighten, widen the perspectives of the students, and develop them into global citizens. My dear students, find your niche in life and you never need to work. Have the courage of your convictions. Be a leader, not a follower. I urge you to dream big and work towards the realization of not only your dreams, but my dreams. मुझे गम है तो बस इतना ही गम है, तेरी दुनिया मेरे ख्वाबों से कम है. Let me conclude by acknowledging that though in most universities there is always some tension between the vice chancellor and students, but you have been a rare exception. I am grateful to you all for the respect, love, and appreciation that you gave me. I hugely value my association with you because for a teacher, what really matters is the opinion of his students. मैं समंदर भी किसी गैर के हाथों से न लूं, एक कतरा भी अगर तू दे दे, एक कतरा भी समंदर है अगर तू दे दे. My dear Nalsarites, Always look at the big picture. Do not worry about small obstacles of life. तुझे कतरा भुनाने की पड़ी है, तेरे हाथों से दरिया जा रहा है. God bless you. जय हिंद.
Let the candidates for the degrees and diplomas stand forward. Do you sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degree or diploma for which you are candidates, and for which you have been recommended, you will, in your daily life and conversation, conduct yourself as worthy members of this university? Let the candidates be now presented.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD will stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor, Nalsa University of Law, Hyderabad, I admit you as also the candidate in absentia to this degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, in this university.
Yeah, candidates for the degree of PhD, Doctor of Philosophy in person, Antonia Alex. Antonia Alex.
They couldn't take the picture. Huh? No, sir. You have to be here only. That's it. It's over. It's over.
Okay. In addition, one candidate is taking the PhD degree in absentia.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Laws, LLM, whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the degree of Master of Laws, LLM, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the degree of Master of Laws in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor, Nalsa University of Hyderabad, I admit you as also the candidate in absentia to the degree of Master of Laws, LLM, in this university.
Candidates for degree of 1 year LLM, Master of Laws in person. Abhishek, Abhyudaya,
We have to do it fast, है ना? Yes, sir. Please.
Abhyudaya, Animesh,
Please move. Yes.
Animesh, Anjali, Anjali, Anushree, Arushi, Atul, Sushant, Saloni, Shankarsan, Manisha, Preeti, Shivani, Raja, Okay. Mahamay. Nishi. Sri Lekha. Yeah, move. Sri Lekha. Raj Kiran. Rima. Sanchita. Shahul. Shalini. Sonali. Diba Malik. Nitin. Pravalika. Utkarsh. Vaishnavi. Vidhi Singh. In addition, 25 candidates are taking degree of LLM in absentia.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of MBA whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the degree of MBA, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the degree of MBA in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Nalsar, University of Laws, Hyderabad, I admit you as also the candidates in absentia to the degree of MBA in this university.
Candidates for the degree of MBA, Master of Business Administration in person. Abhijit Reddy. Navesagar. Sharon. Aparna. Ashwini. Maniswini. Supriya. Pranita. Ritvik. Bhavya. Abhishek. Sai Manoj. Sharmila. Akshay Kumar. Rohit Reddy. Raghavi. Divija. Manoj Kumar. Ritin Sai. Nihit. Kirtana. Marvin. Rahuf Ali. Arshani. Kranti Kumar. Geeta Sri. Sheikh Hamad. Tanya. Tapasvi. Bhargavi. Darshani. Sudha. Rachana. Varshini. Veena. Vikas Reddy. Vineet. Divya, Divya, Ram Reddy. In addition, 8 candidates are taking degree of MBA in absentia.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of MA Aviation Law and Air Transport Management, whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the degree of MA Aviation Law and Air Transport Management, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the degree of MA Aviation Law and Air Transport Management in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor, Nalsa University of Law, Hyderabad, I admit you as also the candidates in absentia to the degree of MA, Aviation, Law and Air Transport Management in this university.
Candidates for the degree of MA Aviation Law and Air Transport Management in person. Rajiv Rai, Niyati, Sandeep Singh, Satya Kirtana, Siddharth Srinivas, Prithviraj, Umang Verma, Gurdeep Singh, Sanjay Mahadev, Kunal, Nitin Jain,
Thank you very much, sir.
Nitin Jain, Sindhuja, Naveen, Bhavesh. In addition, 37 candidates are taking the degree of MA Aviation Law and Air Transport Management in absentia.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of MA Security and Defense Laws, whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the degree of MA Security and Defense Laws, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the degree of MA Security and Defense Laws in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor, Nalsa University of Law, Hyderabad, I admit you as also the candidates in absentia to this degree of MA Security and Defense Laws in this university.
The candidates for the degree of MA Aviation Security and Defense Laws in person. Arman Sanjay, Priyajit Sarvakar, Bangar Lakshmi, Gopal Krishnan, Tarun Gaud, Rajiv Matthew, Ravindra, Syed Zubir, Ashwani Kumar Das, Mosami Roy, Garikapati Srinivas, Chinmay Roy. In addition, 17 candidates are taking the degree of MA Security and Defense Laws in absentia.
Now, BA LLB Honors. Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Laws Honors, BA LLB Honors, whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Laws Honors, BA LLB Honors, to which I pray they may be admitted. The candidates taking the degree of BA LLB honors in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor, Nalsa University of Law, Hyderabad, I admit you as also the candidates in absentia to the degree of Bachelor of Laws and Arts and Laws, honors, BA LLB honors in this university.
Candidates for the degree of BA LLB honors in person. Aditya, Akash, Akshay Kumar, Akash Kumar, Akshobhya, Anchal, Anku, Anubhuti Garg, Anubhuti, Apurva, Astosh, Ayushi, Chandrarekha, Rajendra, Kajal, Shesha Sai, Karan, Kaustav, Kumarjit, Vaibhav, Nikhil, Nipuna, Nitya, Pranika, Charit, Piyush, Pransu, Uma Mahesh, Rishabh, Saksham, Shagun, Sambhavi, Shilpa, Suneha, Sunil, Susangata, Sushrut, Swini, Tanmay, Utkarsh, Varun, Yash Agarwal, Yash Jain, Tushar, Bhavani, Niharika, Adya, Aditi, Anirudh, Anmol, Shravya, Aparajita, Aryan, Avi, Ayushi, Vasistha, Bhavish, Dayar, Harshrat, Jaya, Harshrat, Hemant Gupta, Hem Shankar, Venkat Sai, Joshi, Pawan, Krishna, yeah, Krishna, Nikhil, Pratik, Prerana, Richa, Rohit, Rutika, Sajid Kapoor, Sahiti, Samiha, Soumya, Rizwan Akhtar, Shalu, Shivam, Shreyashi, Taruni, Sitish Krishna, Tripti, Vishal, Vivek, Ravindra, Swaroop, San Bhattacharya, Prankhul, San Bhattacharya, yeah, San, Prankhul, Anirudh, Karthik V. In addition, 21 candidates are taking the degree of BA LLB honors in absentia.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the postgraduate diploma in patent law, cyber laws, media laws, international humanitarian law, alternative dispute resolution, family dispute resolution, animal protection laws, drafting, negotiation and enforcement of contracts, aviation law and air transport management, advanced maritime laws, financial services and legislations, GIS and remote sensing laws, advanced PG diploma in criminal law and forensic science, whose names are set out in the list. They have been found qualified for the respective postgraduate diploma, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor, Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad, I admit the candidates in absentia to the postgraduate diploma in patent law, cyber law, media laws, international humanitarian law, alternative dispute resolution, family dispute resolution, animal protection laws, drafting, negotiation and enforcement of contracts, aviation laws and air transport management, advanced maritime laws, financial services and legislations, GIS and remote sensing laws, advanced PG diploma in criminal law and forensic science in this university.
The following number of candidates are taking the postgraduate diplomas in absentia. 86 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in patents law, 138 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in cyber laws, 80 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in media laws, 58 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in international humanitarian law, 221 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in alternate dispute resolution, 20 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in family dispute resolution, 46 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in animal law protection, 65 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in drafting, negotiation and enforcement contracts, 28 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in aviation law and air transport management, 25 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in advanced maritime laws, 50 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in financial services and legislations, 8 candidates for the postgraduate diploma in GIS and remote sensing laws, 84 candidates for the advanced PG diploma in criminal law and forensic science. Register. Okay.
Honorable Shri Justice Nv Ramana sir, I have the honor to request you to kindly deliver the convocation address.
Tactical. Respected Chancellor, Honorable Justice Cji Nv Ramana, Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, Sri Indrakan Reddy, Honorable Minister for Law, Sri C. Mallareddy, Minister for Labour Laws, Honorable Justice S.S.M. Kadri, former Judge Supreme Court of India, Professor Dr. Faizan Mustafa, Vice Chancellor Nalsa, former and sitting judges of High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, members of General Council, Executive Council and Academic Council, Professor Dr. V. Balakrishna Reddy, Registrar Nalsar, Advocate General and other law officers, senior advocates, learned faculty members, other distinguished guests, media persons, ladies and gentlemen, my dear students and their parents. I am delighted to join all of you here of this 18th annual convocation being held in Hyderabad. I see parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, all look happier than the graduates themselves. It is indeed a special occasion for all of them. You graduates represent their sacrifices, their aspirations, and their hope. At the outset, I congratulate all the students graduating today and also welcome them to a challenging and incredibly satisfying profession. Today is a proud occasion for this university and its faculty. Students of NALSA are reaching far and wide, bringing laurels to the university. NALSA is known for its research centers and academic rigors, which has produced many bright lawyers and academicians. Professor Faizan Mustafa, your beloved Vice Chancellor, is carrying forward the rich legacy of this university. You are lucky to have him as your Vice Chancellor. You will be surprised to know that this huge university started functioning from a small bungalow in Barkatpura. I was part of a collective endeavor to set up a world-class law university in Hyderabad along the lines of National Law School, Bangalore. Things quickly fell place. With backing of the statute, this robust institution took shape with active support of then government. My association continued thereafter with this university as a member of the governing body and as Chancellor of brief while. This association with Nalsar is very close to my heart. Young friends, in the past 5 years, I am sure you must have heard hundreds of lectures. I know that you are certainly not looking forward to get another lengthy lecture, but it is my duty to say a few things. Aristotle once said, I quote, "The best laws, though sanctioned by every citizen of the state, will be of no avail unless the young and trained by habit and education in the spirit of the Constitution," unquote. Our Constitution was framed as a radical document which bridged the gap between the aspirations of the past and the expectations of the future. But it shall thrive only when the young citizens honor its principles with conviction. Ethos of the Democratic Republic of India is based on the people's commitment to the welfareist Constitution of India. This commitment must be nurtured at an early age by creating social consciousness and inculcating the culture of lawfulness. The educational institutions of our country, such as yours, play a pivotal role in fostering the spirit of the Constitution. Eminent Justice M.C. Chagla, in his autography, Roses in December, highlighted the importance and need of laws as follows. I quote, "Law is a great discipline of the mind. It teaches you how to think clearly, precisely, and accurately. Every word has its definite meaning and must find its proper place in its own context. Verbosity and diffusiveness are foreign to a well-trained legal mind," unquote. A mark of great lawyer is clarity of thoughts, command over the language, and skills to communicate. Unless one of is proficient in the language, be it his mother tongue or any other language, he or she cannot communicate their point of view effectively. It's a field where one measures every word. Whether you are a lawyer, judge, or a policymaker, you must always be aware that the consequences and possible interpretation of words and phrases. Like renowned jurist Justice John Rawls once said, legal philosophers are political philosophers with a specialization that gives language a special importance. I would like to state here, particularly in legal profession, the learning does not stop at the university. Rather, it begins after it. In fact, the learning in law is unending. It is interdisciplinary and intersectional. Law as an instrument is deeply embedded and derived out of social realities. The future of law is often dependent upon our understanding of past and the present. Therefore, a successful practitioner of law must also be well versed with literature, philosophy, history, economics, and politics of the land. After all, the aim of law is to unravel the truth and to do justice. There is nothing more difficult in the world than to discover the truth, because it cannot be discovered by merely looking at one's dimension. It has many facets. It requires trained minds to analyze all aspects of it and reach a logical conclusion. The greatness of a lawyer or judge lies in their ability to discover the ultimate truth and thus secure justice accordingly. A great university is where mind is freed from the notions of the past or the illusions of the present. My dear friends, your specialized and esteemed education puts you on a different pedestal. March forward in your own quest of truth in this world of illusions. It also means not accepting anything on the face value, irrespective of where it comes from. Yes, answer may be difficult to come by, but don't stop questioning. As I had highlighted on an earlier occasion, especially students cannot afford to be disillusioned. It is imperative for you to be part of current debates. Don't stop at just raising questions. Also ask yourself what the remedy can be. Being the future of the nation, you must have a clear vision. Being the guardians of the freedom, justice, equality, and ethics, you cannot allow narrow and partisan views to dominate the nation's thought. Students are known for their readiness to fight for all the right causes because their thoughts are pure and honest. They should be in the forefront to question injustice. We need leaders for tomorrow to raise from these grounds. Much water has been flowed in rivers of Krishna and Godavari since my graduation of 4 decades ago. We have seen unthinkable advances in every sphere of our lives and learning. Unfortunately, new vices have also made their way into lives of the youth. I am alarmed that at present reports are increased in number of youth falling prey for intoxicants. I would urge the youth of today to disassociate themselves from substance abuse. Your mental and physical health is in your hands. A vibrant nation is built upon the health and energy of its youth. I observe that the graduating students are accustomed to only considering legal problems in a theoretical manner. There is an urgent need to introduce courses which are more practical and allow students to interact with people and their issues at the grassroots level. That brings me to one of the disappointing outcomes I have found at the present-day legal system, education. I find that very few students who graduate from national law schools are interested in joining litigation or taking up public causes, let alone practice at the district level. Further, it seems there is a fascination to only practice before Supreme Court and High Court while completely ignoring the importance of the trial courts. To succeed at trial advocacy, one requires a separate skill test set wherein the requirement of presence of mind and intellectual inputs is immense. Moreover, considering the highest pendency before the trial courts, there is both a demand and the need for specialized lawyers. I urge you all to consider gaining experience at trial court level before moving on to practice at higher forums such as High Court and Supreme Court. My personal journey started with my appearance before a Tahsildar in a tenancy matter. Ever since then, I have appeared before tax authorities, stamp registers, magistrate court, municipal court, etc., etc. I still remember my first assignment as a judge appointed commissioner. I was paid a princely sum of ₹100 for the assignment as a commissioner. I must say, the experiences I gathered from these endeavors shaped my understanding of the system and the people. No university can teach you this. You must understand that there is no substitute for direct experience. Age is on your side. Build your career on strong foundation. That strong foundation is based on practical realization. It is only when you work at the grassroots level you understand the rigors of law on common man. Let me caution you, the path will not be filled with roses. The courtrooms are nothing like ones you see in a movie or a moot court hall. It will be cramped, dingy, and the judge may not even have a fan. You might feel like an alien in the system. I know it is not easy, but I want you, all of you, to remember that determination and persistence are the 2 mantras for success. The world may try to throw various challenges at you, but you are equipped to fight the hardest of battles. Here I am reminded a half-century-old story by famous Telugu author Sri Rajakonda Viswanatha Shastri, popularly known as Ravi Shastri. Every bit of it is still relevant. Here I quote from Maya, one of the Aru Sara Kathalu. I quote from the story, it is translated version. One of the junior lawyers, Murthy, received his law degree. He stood in front of the senior lawyer with humility. The senior lawyer told Murthy to remember one important thing. The senior said, "The early bird catches the worm," said the Englishman. Englishmen are very wise. He never does anything unless there is something in it for him. That is why he should reach the court very early and get the gates open. And in the evening, wait until the gates are closed. Always be alert and make sure that you are present in the court each and every day. The way the crane stands on the shores and the foxes hang around the graveyards. Of course, this kind of comparison is not very pleasant, but this is what we must do. If you want to shine, If you want to shine, you must always be in court. You know what the court is? It is like a dense forest. Hyenas mimic human laughter in the forest. If you go closer thinking there is another man, the hyena will eat you. We lawyers need to attract the clients that come to court in this manner. Don't be shocked. It is the fault of the person who enters the forest, not ours. But there are bigger animals than hyenas. If we are not careful, then those animals will eat us. The Englishman has drafted the law in accordance with the principles of this stupid world. Never forget that the Englishman handed down all these things to us, these courts, the law books, the law degrees, and with the witness procedure. It is a critical analysis of the Indian judicial system 50 years back by this author. Now I feel sometimes it is still relevant. After all, practicing law still remains one of the most demanding professions. To sustain through these ordeals, you shall need extraordinary will, passion, commitment to the cause. I am of the firm belief that success will come to those who have faith in themselves. You must enter the profession with the zeal of champion of justice. At times, you may feel that your work is petty, ordinary. You may feel that your talents are not being properly used. You may see many undeserving people flourish in the profession. But opportunities to come to everyone. And when the opportunity knocks, be ready. You must put into practice all that you have learned here. I assure you, there is no success like the success in the profession of law. There is no satisfaction like the satisfaction in bringing justice to those in need. Remember, you are entering one of the most independent professions. Be fearless, be upright, stand up by constitutional oath taken by you. Here I am something to share with the parents and teachers. At times, we try to manifest our unfulfilled dreams upon our children. By doing so, we may end up stifling a great artist, a budding intellectual, or a fearless leader from being born. I request all the parents and teachers present here to encourage innovation, passion, and give the children freedom to pursue their own dreams. And I had to congratulate the Honorable Chief Justice of Telangana, Sri Satish Chandra Sharma, Chancellor of the University, who is a dynamic person, is enthusiastic to make Nalsar reach greater heights. I am assured that the university is in safe hands under his able guidance. Professor Faizan Mustafa, our Vice Chancellor, is an energetic leader who has continued the legacy of this university and has ensured the continuation of good reputation of this university across the globe. He is one of the acclaimed academicians with scholarly bent of mind. He is the best ambassador of legal awareness. He is chosen by the government to be a member of the panel created for spreading awareness about the Constitution. He is making best use of social media platforms to spread awareness about the Constitution. I compliment him for the good work he is doing. I appreciate the government of Telangana for its cooperation and support for strengthening this university. The bounden duty of Nalsar Student University of Law does not end with producing extremely competent and skillful graduates. It was the responsibility to produce honest women and men who can be trusted in public and private life. My beloved students, it is imperative for you to realize that legal education is not just a tool of mere professional success. I wish you all in the life successful and fulfillment of your dreams. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.